Welcome to, just us talking about stuff.
Moral ambiguity backstage segments.
Moral ambiguity after dark.
See, I was gonna call it. That's pretty great. I was gonna call it the Dickin' Around cast, but that's a weird name. I don't think it works.
Yeah,
I don't
plus-
think it flows very well.
Plus, Markiplier and his friends already have the trademark on Boner
Give a
Cast.
shit about Markiplier. Do I look like I'm a fan of Markiplier?
A little
That's a
bit.
good point.
Markiplier's all right. He's all right.
He's a good boy. Anyway, so this is, I guess, our auxiliary series where we just talk about shit whenever our schedules don't really align. As you can tell, there's only 3 of us here tonight.
That's how it be sometimes.
Yep, it happens.
Me being put on day shift really just fucked everything up.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because like right now, I would be either getting very close to being asleep or I am asleep.
Yeah, that's no good. We should probably
Normally.
go with a new day.
I mean, to be quite honest, I don't really have anything planned right now. Because Jake's still not here and he's kind of essential to the whole thing.
Yeah, I would like to have everyone here for a proper episode. Have you just not heard from him? Is he just asleep?
I think he's just asleep because usually even when he's at work, he's still like away on Discord and Facebook and whatnot.
Right.
I mean, I've been at work since 5 this morning and got off at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. If I'm
Yeah.
being real. They need to hire more fucking dudes for your
Yeah,
fucking
it ain't
team,
gonna
man.
happen.
They just walked through like 9 people at my work, so I'm hoping.
I assume that means they fired them.
No, they walked. They
Walked
were like,
through,
the
like,
showing people the
okay.
place.
Yeah, I get you. It was one or the other. They just hired like 3 people at mine.
Because if they
Uh,
hire more people, that means they might be able to split the shifts again. Please,
Oh,
I'm manifesting this.
And they're still looking for more people. So if y'all need a job, don't come to my work. Or
I
do. I don't
I have a couple of places in my back pocket for whenever I finally get tired of being where I am.
That's
I mean,
fair.
not that I'm not tired of it now.
But where you're
It's just-
completely fed up.
It's
Yeah,
that,
been
and
there.
it's just inconvenient for me right now to go anywhere else.
I took a goddamn pay cut to be where I am because I couldn't stand where I was previously. I would rather make less money and not have to deal with garbage human beings.
And not
That's
enough
just the way I look at it.
people or not enough employers understand that.
I'm just waiting for my once a year raise of like, I don't know, 50 cents or more.
That's a not half bad raise considering how things are nowadays. Could be
So
worse.
I've always thought of a raise at work like, oh, you get like $1 or $2 raise. I never thought it was like, oh, it's 50 cents.
That's boomer talk. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Nobody get raises. Don't nobody get raises like that?
What's a raise?
Poor Jace.
uh,
Oh, Jace.
I've literally gotten 2 raises in the entire time I've been there. And I'm not going to say how long I've been there because then I'm going to get yelled at by everybody for sticking around. But,
Yeah, you should really get the hell out of there. But yeah,
well,
Hey, I've been in-
contracts also getting renegotiated right now, which probably means we're getting finally brought up to competitive, which will
Yeah,
get me a
that's-
substantial raise. And I'm talking like what he was just talking with Boomer Talk raise.
yeah, that sounds nice.
I've been
Okay,
in and
that-
out of my place for almost 6 years.
Yeah.
Because what happened
Hey.
the first time?
But hey, maybe this podcasting gig will kick off.
Right?
Yeah,
We won't have to worry
hopefully.
about jobs ever again.
Um,
We'll make
Please
that
somehow
McElroy
let us
money.
be the next Critical Role.
Okay.
that sounded like a real fart.
That was my mouth. That was my mouth fart.
That sounded like a real ass
Sure.
fart.
I would tell you if it was my mouth.
That's
If it was
fair. You
my
would.
mouth.
You would.
I'm
You'd
the
own
kind of
it.
person that would do that.
No, but what happened the first time, I worked for 2 months, then I got fired because the supervisor didn't like me. And then they fired him, and I got rehired a month later.
Nice.
And then I worked for like, I want to say 8 months. And then I got laid off. And then when they called me back in, when they called me back after the layoff, I told them, no, I'm going to go look and try to get hired somewhere else. That didn't pan out, so I called them. I was like, can I have my job back, please?
That's how it be.
And then
Edgeworth sucks, though. It's not your fault.
And then my first day back to work was on Halloween night.
That sucks.
My favorite holiday of the year.
Yeah.
And I had plans.
That's some BS. Halloween's cool.
Halloween.
I miss holidays.
Nick, are you actually in here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what's up? So what we're doing right now, we're because Jake still isn't here, we'll probably have to wait till next week for Jake. This is just our bullshitting side series that we're tentatively calling Moral Ambiguity After Dark. So if there's any topics you want to talk about and just bullshit about,
okay, I'll jump in. You guys are just talking about jobs, and I'm like, yeah, no, I like my job. That's why I'm still here.
hey, I'm glad you like your job.
Yeah.
Very glad to hear that.
You never really seem to have a bad word to say about your place of work, other than you not going in because you're not feeling well, which, like, that's fair.
And it's the main problem with it is it's just a physical job. But, like, even though, like, I prefer that because it keeps me more in shape than if I didn't have a physical job.
Man, I feel like for as long as I've been working factory work, I feel like I haven't changed physically at all. And I worked through
that shit for
hot summers.
Do what I did and take a year off and not do anything, and you'll start.
I did that.
And because I did that, and then when I tried to go back to work, I lost all my fucking muscle. And it was like a year ago. It was like a year and a half ago when I started working again. It was the worst because
was that only a year? Jesus.
Yeah, over a year and a half. Yeah, and it's just had lost everything, and so like it took me a long time before not back to where it was before, but it's like, damn, that sucks.
I know that feeling. That's how it was. When I told them I wasn't gonna come back in after they tried to call me in after the layoff, it was a whole year of just like, well,
what am I doing now?
Let's see if this Let's Play thing happens.
Yeah, that's how it is now. Oh, you do it for the love, I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've been making YouTube videos since 2008, and I wouldn't still be making them if I didn't like it.
Yeah, one of these days I'll have the brain space to do something like that. I've been dying to do it forever, but I just don't have the capacity in me right now.
I just have the kind of brain where I need to be doing something.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't just not do any... I mean, sometimes it just gets overwhelming, and I'm like, I'm just gonna lay on the couch for 9 hours.
I've been there. That's my
But
life.
most of the time, it's like, where's my phone? Where's my notebook? D&D book? I've read this several times. I'm gonna read it again. Oh, what's that section on the World War II history? My brain's just... It's like a
My brain is full of fuck.
And full of cum.
Gross.
Well, I was taking an old meme and trying to revive it, but whatever.
Yeah, and I figured since we're calling this After Dark, I'd throw in at least one instance of the word cum.
That's fair.
That's fair.
My humor over the past year or so has become a lot more cum-based, and I'm not sure if if I want to apologize for that or not.
Disgusting.
It is,
like
but
I told
also
you,
it's funny.
You need to move away from cum, and it's now coom.
Coom.
2 O's.
Coomers.
If you're not doing the coom jokes, you're not with the kids. That sentence is a terrible sentence, and
You're not hip with the lingo.
Right
There's a
I'm like
podcast.
right
There's a podcast I listen to called Late at Night with Brian Wecht, and their sign off is keep on. Oh, shit, it's like vibing, thriving, and surviving, and then they followed up with stay safe and come hard.
I mean, fair.
And I bought one of their shirts. It's like a death metal band logo, but it says "Stay safe, come hard" on it.
It's a good name, or it's a good logo.
Very good. You could wear it in public, and people would be like, "Hey, what's that band?" And you're like, "Ho ho ho."
Well, you can't read it, right? It's like a unreadable band name.
It's very hard to read. If you squint, you can probably see "cum."
That's the way to do it. Listen, if I squint hard enough, I'll see cum anywhere. It's fine.
Just replace your eyes with black lights.
Oh God, that would
Everything.
I fucking pluck my eyes out.
Everything looks like a Jackson Pollock. That's the splatter paint guy, right? Jackson Pollock?
Yeah, Pollock.
Did you guys know Abe Simpson was a meme template now?
What?
Yeah, I just went to look up I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what it is seems weird and scary to me. And it'll happen to you.
It'll happen.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, it's a whole goddamn template of just him and various shit to that effect. Like, back in my day, we called birth control slut kibble.
I mean, yeah,
That's
yeah, they hate, I mean, if you look, that's what Abe was. It was just any chance to, like, shit on old people.
Fair.
And you think about any scene with Abe in it, and you're like, yep, that scene where he just, like, walks into the door, puts his hat down, turns around, grabs his head, and walks out.
That's
The
a
scene where his pants fall down.
Or,
Grandpa, how'd you take your underwear off without taking your pants off? I don't know.
Someone help me. I
Death
think
is
there were
coming for us
wolves
all.
after me. And then you hear a howl in the background.
Grandpa, that's Maggie.
The pink ones keep you
That's
from
a lamp.
screaming.
Man, I've not watched enough Simpsons to understand any of those quotes.
That sounds like a you problem.
I have access to Disney Plus.
Or then, like, skip season 1 because it's kind of eh.
Shut up. Shut
Simpsons
your
fan-
face. Shut
Look,
your
it's
face
just-
right now.
Shut up with your face.
It's like I tell people, it's like the first season of the Abridged series where you're like, yeah, all the jokes are there, but fuck, is it hard to watch because it's slow?
I disagree. I watched the Abridged series recently, and it's
But,
very
like,
good.
seasons
That's
2
TBT
to
Abridged,
8
by the
are
way.
just, like, solid fire all the way through.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, and then don't ever watch Simpsons ever again.
Well,
Maybe
no.
season 9. Maybe season 9.
And then go watch
like,
Futurama.
9 and 10 are alright, and then it gets very specific episode-y.
Yeah.
The Treehouse of Horrors are usually good every year. Usually.
What, you don't want to watch Loki visit Springfield?
I watched some of that. I haven't seen the whole thing because I don't know if it's
How bad
up.
is it?
Yeah. I was having some real good... there was some real funny fucking jokes.
Listen, it all went downhill after Conan O'Brien left, okay? That's
I forgot that he used to write for The Simpsons.
Yep. Way back in the day.
Who again? I missed that. Who?
Conan
Conan
O'Brien.
O'Brien. It's one of his first writing jobs, I think.
You want to know who wrote for WWE? Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes, I knew that.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze Jr. was a writer for WWE. So was Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, a lot of people you wouldn't believe would have done that job, and most of them will quit because fuck that job.
Yeah, Freddie has horror stories, and he'll sometimes post them on Twitter about
Can't even imagine.
writing for WWE.
Yeah,
I like Freddie Prinze Jr.
was it
talking about Star Wars. It's fun. There's a podcast he did that's great.
Who was it that guest star did it? Wasn't he also a writer? That actor, because it's a popular actor. He's an actual actor. When he showed up, it was in the 90s or early 2000s.
Drew Carey?
No. Fuck.
Drew Curry? Who is Drew Curry?
Not comedian actor. He's in like fucking. I want to say he's in the Scream movies.
Oh, David Arquette. That was
David
WCW.
Arquette.
That wasn't WWE. That was WCW.
No, but did he? Okay, yeah, but he did. Didn't he also, in fact, write a little bit for it too?
That
was like.
Are we talking about Ready to Rumble? One of my favorite wrestling-related movies ever.
It's like the only wrestling movie other than The Wrestler.
I was gonna say The Wrestler.
Shh, quiet. That's besides the point.
I don't know. Something about Dave Arquette just screaming "wrestling's not fake" at the top of his lungs is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I will rule you.
So great.
Fun fact: one of the teeth in Danhausen's jar of teeth is David Arquette's.
Gross.
Yep.
Why does he have a jar of teeth?
Because he's Danhausen. That's why.
That's gross.
Yeah, he just has a jar of teeth.
I've heard that David Arquette's been doing the rounds and like paying his dues and like
oh yeah,
like
no,
a proper wrestler.
No, David Arquette did a death match with Nick Gage.
What? Also, I don't know who Nick Gage is, but that's
Nick Gage is amazing.
Watch the episode of Dark Side of the Ring on Nick Gage, and that's all you need to know.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
All I'm going to say is Nick Gage is a bank-addicted drug robber.
What? What?
You heard me.
That doesn't sound right.
The man... No.
In real life or in the rest?
Hold on.
Kayfabe.
In real life, he has died in the ring and been revived in the helicopter on the way to the hospital. He actually robbed a bank in real life to fund a drug habit. Turned himself in and got a great deal from the prosecutor that understood he was a case that could be helped instead of punished. And he's basically had a huge redemption in wrestling since.
Well, good for him.
MDK all fucking day.
I don't know why that reminds me. There was like a video that IGN put out. You know, one of those React videos, but it was like a bank robber and a policeman, like a detective, like do a review of like, or do a watch of like, what's that game? The game that's all about robbing banks. Payday. Did like a review of Payday, and like it starts up and he's like, I'm a detective, and you know, name, I've been on this series on the force, da 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 da. The guy's like, yeah, my name is da da da, and I was a bank robber. And he just looks at me and goes, wait, you were what? It's really good. Just really good comedy. That's a really good team. But that's interesting.
Those videos annoy the shit out of me, though.
A lot of them do. There's one group that GameSpot does with it's like I forget the guy's name, but he's like a historical weapons, like part of like the museum, the British Museum of like weaponry or some shit, and he's like a weapons expert, and he does reviews of weapons in games, and he's really good about, number one, he plays video games, so like he gets why they do certain things and make things wrong in certain ways, and like it's just like really fun to listen to. He's great. So
I like that though.
If there's like anyone to listen to, it'd probably be him. Like if you want to watch those videos.
See, stuff like that I like, but it's the stuff like Real Lawyer, examine scene from Phoenix Attorney, Ace Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Phoenix Ace Wright Attorney Wright Phoenix.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah.
I think they understand what you're referring to.
Featuring Miles Edgelord.
I think isn't it Miles Edgeworth? Is it Edgeworth?
It's Edgeworth, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've never played any of those games.
Neither have I. I really want to, though.
I've played one of the Miles Edgeworth spin-offs, and they're entertaining. They're entertaining enough that I actually recommend the anime they made, because they keep the hilarity and just off the wall. Wait, how the fuck did you make that leap in logic?
The writing in those games, very, very good. I've watched several streams and like Let's Plays of them, and they're all just fantastic.
Yeah, no, the writing is amazing. They're very simplistic games, but like half the reason you play them is for the dialogue. Because it gets dumb in the best way possible.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think the collection might be on sale. I'm not really...
No, there's a collection coming out. It's one of the spin-offs.
I'm talking about the Ace Attorney trilogy. That's been out since April 2019.
Okay, no, there's one that is coming out soon that's, I think, a spin-off of his protege or something.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
Can't
it's
remember
not
the protege's name, but I know who you're talking about.
It's not Phoenix and it's not Miles, it's somebody else.
Justice. What's his name?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
And he's going up against Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah, I remember
Sholmes.
I remember that now.
No, it's his ancestor. It wouldn't be his protege. It's the opposite of a protege.
We said that, but I'm pretty sure it's still like his. It's like the design. Oh no, that's right. The new one is like his predecessor.
I think I was talking to you about it, Nick, and you were like, "Oh, what's the guy?" And I was like, they couldn't.
No,
use the
that was on the
Holmes name.
podcast. That was literally because I listened to that episode too. That was on the Super Beast cast. Super Beast, because I heard that joke. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I thought it was one of us, but my brain is fucking pudding,
that was Pat who said like, "What is it? Some stupid like Herlock Sholmes," and it literally is the name.
Can't leave Sherlock Holmes. No, the best one is the one from fucking the Lupin from fucking Kamen Rider. Was it Kamen Rider Drive with the fucking gemstones fucking suit? God, it's terrible. It's so bad.
All right, so if one wanted to watch Kamen Rider,
Oh God, I knew this
First
was gonna
two
happen.
episodes are all in.
Yeah,
Just about
the
each
first two
series are on
episodes-
Tokushatsu's like YouTube site or Toei's. No, Toei's
Yeah, it's
official YouTube
Toei's.
site.
It used to be, stick with this episode or this season or the season and try it. But now, since like 2 episodes of just about everything are on the internet now, you just go fucking
For
watch what
free.
you want.
Like subbed.
And all of the costumes, like the season's costume, like the main Kamen Rider suit is in the thumbnail. So just find one that you think looks cool, and then pray that it's not Ghost or Wizard.
Just to let anybody know, if you have access to VRV, they have the entirety of the original and Kamen Rider Kuga, yeah.
Kuga's great. Kuga's a really good one, but it's a little older now.
Both Tokushatsu is a cool site for like other stuff. They did like a big Ultraman marathon last week, and I missed it. And so and Toei's also kind of starting to put up Ultraman stuff onto their YouTube as well.
Well,
it was on the official? Like I think they're doing what I think they're not Toei, Subaraya. I think they're doing the same thing Toei's doing, where it's like they're putting like the first 2 episodes of a bunch of seasons up for you to check out.
Isn't it a big anniversary for Ultraman?
Yeah, it was. That's why it sucks. I missed most of it. That's why they had that's why I think Tokusatsu had like a big, like I said, like a week ago. It was like a huge anniversary, and so I think at the same time a bunch of shows got pulled over here to America, so it's really fucking dope.
Yeah, I really hate the 2 episode thing. Like, let us buy the series, man. Like, you can't get it anywhere else in America. It's fucking annoying. You have to go with like fan subs, and fan subs are great. They're really good, but like they're also technically illegal.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to have them.
Technically, as long as they're not making a profit, I think it falls in a gray area.
Well, Toei ain't happy about it because it took a bunch of that shit down. So
they came after a bunch of stuff.
Fan subs are not generally legal under national or international copyright law. Under copyright law, if the owner of the intellectual property doesn't give their consent for a translation, then that fan sub is a violation of the owner's copyright.
It really sucks too, because like we just want translations of it, man.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of at least company wise, and the companies have forced a lot of creators to say this, even though I'm sure the creators actually don't feel this way, but the official stance is, well, then you just don't get it.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
If you don't, if it's not in your country, too bad.
Now, see, that is one thing where the advent of streaming services is kind of helping out.
Yeah.
Is that some of that obscure shit is finally getting over here.
Yeah, that's why we're like, yeah, please, fucking. I tell everyone, like, if you like any type of tokusatsu, any type of show, doesn't matter what it is, support shit like tokusatsu, and fucking and them, because
watch the streams, get the stuff you can get.
Go buy the DVD box sets from Shout Factory.
Like,
and shit,
I'm broke. I can't buy Shout Factory DVDs, but man, I'd fucking do it in a heartbeat if I could.
But when I get the chance, fucking do it, because it's like
we all broke over here.
So what games y'all been playing?
I've been neck deep in Ion Fury.
So, been playing Hades. Second playthrough of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition again, because I absolutely love that series.
Nice.
Trails of Cold Steel 3.
Play something other than the first 2 hours of Mass Effect 1.
No.
Actually sit down.
I've never played Mass Effect.
I played 2 and 3 and Andromeda, and as someone who jumped in at 2, I can sit there and tell you, you can just skip 1.
No, you fucking can't.
I did. No, okay. You know what I did? I started playing Mass Effect 2 because that's when it came to PS3, And so instead of playing Mass Effect 1, I got this cool ass fucking digital comic that let me choose what the big things were and see what happened in Mass Effect. That's how I know what happens in Mass Effect 1.
Okay, so
I got all the joy of being of knowing what happened and not having to play any of the bullshit.
Well,
That's
to
funny.
be honest, with the Legendary Edition, they brought the gameplay of 1 to kind of like 2 and 3.
No, like that's why 2 was so much fun and probably the best because it's just like solid gameplay and solid story. 3 has better gameplay but like worse story because they just dropped the whole your actions have consequences thing. So
except the whole game is the ending. So look at how many loose ends are actually tied up throughout the whole thing.
My problem is that my problem isn't like I don't think the ending bad. My problem is I don't like the story in Mass Effect 3 because the loose ends, every single character's story is either wrapped up with, and then we saved everyone, or and then they died. And I was like, okay, cool. Like this is everyone's ending. Either you magically get away the fucking genophage, cool. The thing that they've been trying to stop for like decades, you just magicked it up because the ones I'm like fucking Jesus. Like I don't know. I feel like
you realize that only happens is if you make very specific choices throughout all 3 games, right?
No, that only happens if you make you got to keep I think it's like it's just 2 people you have to keep alive. It was more so the fact that like it was clear that they thought this was going to be the end of the Mass Effect series, and so rather than leave things like a bit open-ended, they were like, yeah, we'll put definite nails into all these coffins. And I'm like, I don't know.
So you call Shepard still being alive at the end of everything not open-ended.
And look, and listen. And then it was the last game that ever happened, and they never made another game.
God, ever. I wish if they just went back and like,
and that's fine,
and made like one patch where they tried to fix at least a couple of the bugs, Andromeda would at least be playable.
Andromeda now is playable. It's still the story of it that sucks. The gameplay of Andromeda is actually pretty fun and
I think those
enjoyable.
I think those fucking Knuckles aliens are pretty great, if I'm being honest.
You know what I actually did?
That's some good jank.
Is a while ago before Andromeda came out. I actually made a submission to their they were doing like a hashtag contest thing for people, like random people on the internet, to submit a voiceover demo for like just a side character somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did that.
I wanted to.
It's the video's on my channel, but I think it's privated right now actually. But yeah, fun fact about that. What I've been playing a lot of lately is Sea of Thieves. I've been playing the Pirates of the Caribbean expansion.
I saw your Soggy Boys video. Yeah, that game.
Sea of
I'm really
Thieves,
surprised at how good that game looks.
I love Sea of Thieves.
What is it?
It's a pirate game.
It's a pirate game, and like literally, that's like you sit there and think, "What do you do?" It's like it's very open worldy, and just literally the concept is do whatever a pirate does. You know,
okay.
like,
I've always got the feeling it's an MMO.
Ish. Like I think
you do play with other players, but coming across them is actually kind of rare.
Strange.
But yeah, I've been playing the Pirates of the Caribbean expansion. It's super fun. The first chapter in that is literally the ride at Disney.
Yeah.
But
cool.
You play through it as a video game. It's really cool. It's got the same like audio recordings that you would hear on the ride. Like in the game. So it sounds like super... I don't know when the ride was built in Disney.
Quite a while ago.
Yeah.
But it's the original recordings.
That's cool.
That they were able to get and just put in the game. It's really fucking cool.
I just have an aversion to MMOs.
Well, like I said, it's an MMO in the sense that a lot of people do play it online with each other, but the chances of actually like meeting another player are pretty rare.
Well, Jace,
Don't
can I
you
interest you
even
in-
go into it. Don't you
can I interest
even
you in an
dare.
MMO?
No.
I have a special MMO
Stop
just
now.
for you, Jace.
Stop. Quiet. Don't do
I have
it.
a special
Nope.
MMO
Not
only
listening.
for you.
La la
Listen.
la 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 la.
If you don't like MMOs, I have the perfect MMO for you. All right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's
Yeah,
called
it
World. It's called World of Warcraft, and it has the shittiest, shittiest new update that it's ever had.
You will
It's
not see a
never-
person for 50 hours,
Yep.
guaranteed.
And you are guaranteed to have to play 50 hours if you want to beat this. Hey, what's the worst part of MMOs? We've decided to do that because we're Blizzard and don't actually learn from anything.
So just play 14 instead.
I have also been playing a lot of.
acclaimed Heavenward Word expansion.
It does, and they let you play up to level 60 with no restriction on playtime. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, guess what? I had an account before, and since it's on the fucking console, I can't get back to my shit without paying.
Listen,
Fuck
that
Final
sounds
Fantasy
like,
14.
Listen, that sounds like a you problem.
not sponsored, but
Yet.
I have been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14, and
No,
I finally got to the point recently where I was able to upgrade from Gladiator to Paladin because I'm a tanky boy.
Yeah, no, the exact issue I have right now, whereas I have to pay to get access to any of the shit I started before, is my main gripe with MMOs.
Him got the holy light.
I would recommend. When did you start it? Like how long
Last
ago
year
was that?
during the
No,
pandemic.
the problem is you actually bought the game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I bought the complete edition.
I saw a thing actually. They're letting people who haven't been able to pay.
Oh, yeah, there's like a free 14 days going on right now.
yeah.
You just play the game.
So you can
They
get
do
on
those
and
from
play
time
for
to
2
time.
weeks until they make you pay again.
Yeah, no thanks.
I mean, yeah,
I have
That's-
never
that's
had
your prerogative.
it has never
Okay.
sat right with me that with MMOs that I have to buy the game and then pay to play it.
I get it. You're wrong, but I get it.
I get it.
Well, the implication
I-
is supposed to be that the game will keep you. Like the reason you're paying for it is because it will keep you entertained. Like it's it's putting in the work to make itself good. Most games just didn't do that. Like at its heyday, WoW did that. Like it actually tried.
Okay, yeah, you want to?
It did it for
let's
years.
hold on. Let's talk about the worst example of MMO and shit getting fucked to hell and back. EVE Online.
Nah, you fucking stupid. EVE Online's great. I'll pay whatever I need to keep that fucking thing alive. I don't want to play it. I just want to hear about how they're just creating and destroying dynasties in this fucking game.
Yeah,
For
that's all I
anybody
want from that
listening
game.
that doesn't know, if I'm
Good. That's me.
EVE
I don't
Online
know.
is basically
Wild.
spaceships and it's completely user run. Like everything.
Oh, I think Jake was actually playing it not too long ago.
Like everything is user run, from your shops to your guilds to your government to everything.
Let me look at his Steam account real quick.
And there have been horror stories of people losing thousands upon thousands of dollars because of raids of real life money.
I forgot. I can't see if Jake's played it recently. He privated his Steam game activity for some reason.
Like EVE Online is so fucked. And it encourages griefing and everything that you hate about MMOs.
Oh, it's
You know
the
what?
worst.
You know what
It's
game
great.
didn't grip me within the first like couple hours of playing it? And while it has like a really in-depth character creator, I felt like at least starting out there wasn't a whole lot to it. Black Desert Online.
Black
Y'all ever
Desert
play that?
Online, yeah, it's its character creator.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Other than that, it's like a bog standard MMO, but like
I do know someone that moved to Black Desert Online from Final Fantasy XIV because he thought the story was boring and he only cared about the combat. And I just wanted to punch him until he stopped moving.
That's annoying.
I wanted to punch him
Black
until he
Desert
stopped
isn't
moving.
even good combat. It's just it's still MMO combat. It's just a slightly bit flashier. But
What he wanted. He wanted MMO combat.
You know what MMO is really good actually is ESO. Elder Scrolls Online is actually good.
I've heard that.
I just haven't
I've heard
played it
it's
in a
good.
while.
I've heard that too. The only reason I haven't played is because I've given up on Bethesda.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
MMO I can stand to put time into right now is Final Fantasy XIV, and even then I was still like, but I don't know. But then I made the time to do it, and I couldn't be happier. Oh, how do you guys feel about that? You want to stop here, or do you have more shit to talk about?
I can shit talk all day. It's
Yeah,
up to
I
y'all.
can bullshit for like
Yeah.
ever.
I need to tell you guys for the thing. There's this website I found that you guys need to go and check out. It's called
Hey! We're an adult podcast. We're not that adult. Podcast.
It's called harddrive.net.
Yes.
It is basically the Onion for video games.
Yeah,
Yep.
hard drive is great.
Yeah,
Hard drive is fucking great.
That one's been around for a while. It's pretty awesome.
Do you guys know about coming or drumming?
No, and that sounds gross.
So it's a website where it shows you pictures of like people's facial expressions, and you have to guess if they're coming or drumming. That's all I wanted to say.
Matt,
Is the twist that they're always coming?
Matt,
No,
what
it's
were
actually-
you looking for to stumble upon this website?
I heard about it through a friend.
Uh-huh. And was this friend a particular genre?
What?
I'm saying you were looking for porn, dude.
No, it wasn't porn. I'm legit. I heard it through a friend.
Heard it through a friend who heard it through a friend who heard it through a friend who heard you been messing around.
Was your friend pornography?
I'm playing coming or drumming right now, and 3 out of 10 of these have been coming, and only one has been drumming.
What's the
I
other-
got that
Wait,
one
what?
wrong, actually.
Hang on. Wait, back up. It's called coming or drumming. You said 3 out of the 10 were coming, and only 1 was drumming. What are the other 6?
Well, I'm only on 5 out of 10 right now.
Okay, that's not how it sounded. I was very confused for a moment.
Okay,
Why is the Wikipedia picture of Abe Simpson like the wrong colors?
What?
And it's the first,
To the beginning.
it's the first image it searches when you search for it. It's the image they show on like the left side. That's the connection to the Wikipedia article, and it's like his clothes are like the wrong color.
Yeah, what the fuck? That is
They're
off
like
model.
blue? Oh, that's weird.
And it's like what's with this weird fucking coloring?
Since you guys are an audio medium, instead of the pink and like bluish gray he normally wears, it's just like bright blue
It's like
and
the
blue
weird.
jeans.
It's like the weird change of Bart's colors.
It's like he's a player 2 in a fighting
Yeah,
game.
it's his two color. It's that's
What
weird,
the
man.
fuck?
There's been 1 or 2 episodes where he's wore that outfit, but yeah, it is not his normal one.
It's so weird. That's the one that it picks, and it's like crazy, man. It's messing me up. Can I change that? You can change Wikipedia articles, right?
Hey,
Probably.
I just remembered that they killed Edna Krabappel.
Yeah,
Man. That's years ago.
they shot her in the head with a cannon before she had to like go save her planet.
2013.
You are
Wow.
confusing a couple of different characters there. One, that was Flanders' wife that got shot in the head with a t-shirt cannon, and it was
I know.
Poochie, the cartoon character, that had to go back to his home
My
planet.
favorite joke: which of these popular Simpsons characters died? And it was like Bleeding Gums Murphy or like Dr. Nick, like not Dr. Nick, but like one of the psychiatrist doctor. And when they come back, he goes, "Neither. They were never popular."
All right, we should probably wrap this up because I need to go to bed soon.
Don't forget, Matt Groening sold the Simpsons to what is it? Fuck, what is it? It's Matt Groening sold the Simpsons to Tracy Ullman for his drug and alcohol money.
Damn. And then now look where he is.
And remember
that... Guys, I'm going to trade the podcast for drug and alcohol money.
And
Sounds like a
remember that the follow-up, Futurama, actually has several math theorems named after it.
Yeah, it's great.
That's
I love
crazy.
Futurama. I actually
Anyway.
think that whole drug and alcohol money is a joke from that one like behind the scenes thing.
Oh, is it?
What
Well,
I
I'm not
just said is
mistaken.
actually true, though.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
All right. Good night.
Well, thanks for sitting here and listening to us bullshit about things. I promise there'll be a regular episode up next.
Hopefully, we
Um,
don't have to do this too often.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening. If you want to follow us, you can find us on Twitter at AmbiguousPod. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/AmbiguousPod. We got a YouTube channel, Moral Ambiguity Podcast. And with that, stay safe, y'all. Wash your hands still. Get vaccinated if you haven't already.
Become vaccinated.
Yes, get the good anti-COVID juice. Anyway, bye.
Later.
Bye bye.